Hey everybody, this is Elisan and I am the author for the #1 blog for smart women just like you who are ready to become the woman that they have always wanted to be and live beyond their wildest dreams. Alright, welcome back to another wonderful episode. Today I want to talk about something pretty controversial. Well, I was having a conversation with my client yesterday and we were talking about conscious pregnancy. We were talking about mothers preparing themselves to become pregnant. Are they really ready to become mothers? Or they are wanting to become mothers for the sake of wanting to become a mother. But the truth is, nobody gave us a handbook, right? So regardless of what your situation is right now or whatever role that you play, you might be a mother, you may be almost becoming a mother, you might be getting ready to become a mother, you might be desiring to become a mother, or you might not even want to be a mother. Regardless of your role, I am very sure that you have a mother. And the truth is, and this is a sad truth, not all mothers are born to love. I know this firsthand because my mother is not the mother that I wanted or desired, because she has her own set of problems. She's emotional, and at the end of the day, I took on all her emotional baggages and it made it my fault. Regardless of whatever person she is, I'm not judging her as a person, but I as a child have concocted a situation, concocted a story on how she makes me feel when I was a child, or how she made me feel when I was a child, and how she makes me feel up to today, even though she's not in the room right now with me, but the feeling remains. So I asked my client a question yesterday because we were talking about, she was helping mothers becoming mothers based on her experience, right? She's a fertility coach, and I posed this question to her. The reason why I pose this question to her is because as you see the world right now, there is a lot of suffering, there's a lot of chaos, and I'm pretty sure you have seen mothers screaming at the top of their heads to their child in public space, or they were just bashing their children, abusing them. So the question is, why become a mother for the sake of becoming a mother? Why become a mother when you're not prepared to become a mother? But to be honest, we're never prepared for anything until we embark on the role. However, now we know better. We can always do better, right? I mean, our parents probably became mothers because society wanted them to become a mother. If you are not a mother, there's something wrong with you as a woman, or in our Chinese bloodline, or in, the Indians or many other cultures, that you have to have children to carry down the bloodline, the family name. Otherwise, you are pretty doomed. Why would the family want you in the first place? So long ago in China, if the woman is unable to bear any sons or any children for the family, the husband has a right to remarry or find a second wife. So in modern times like this, these things don't happen anymore. So therefore, as educated modern women, we must ask ourselves, are we really ready to become the mothers for our children? Because we now live in an information overload era. There is so much information out there. And I invite you to look at your current situation. If you had an unconscious mother, not meaning she comatose, unconscious meaning she's not spiritually aware, she is not mindful, she is still bound by society's paradigm and how she raised you and how you turned out right now. I always joke my kids will probably have and need therapy because of the mother that they have, but I'm really doing my best consciously to upgrade my mindset, become a better person. Consciously, I made a choice. But think about the generations before us. They didn't think that they have a choice. So they raised us with very conditional love, conditioned love. If you want to go to Disneyland, you have to pass your exams. Why your sister can do this, why you cannot do this, now you are grounded and this and that. But think about how you have felt as a child. Was your inner child hurt? Are you a person not able to express herself? Are you a person who has hold on to many belief systems that, saying that you have to become a doctor or a lawyer, you have to marry somebody rich, you have to get a college degree, and but then here you are trying and doing your best to break free from those paradigms. If you are trying and doing your best to break free from the paradigm, then shouldn't we be conscious to not pass these belief systems down to our child, to our children, to the next future generation? Because really the next generation depends on how we shape their minds. So I was having a conversation with my client, and she decided she didn't want to be an engineer, and now she is pursuing her own business. So she obviously has a college degree. She's obviously a university graduate. So I asked her the same question. Would you then allow your son to pursue his own dreams? Will you then allow your son to decide for himself what he wants to pursue, instead of you, being like your parent telling you you have to be a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer to have a good job, get good pay, get married, pay your bills, and then die eventually? And then she thought for a while, and she's like, oh, I never thought of that. But here she is, really doing her best, pursuing her dreams. You see how unconscious this is? Because we learned from the previous generation, and we never seem to question our parents. So today, I invite all of us who are mothers or preparing to be mothers to really ask ourselves, are we wanting to become mothers for selfish reasons? Or are we really willing to work on ourselves, work on our mindsets, let go of paradigms, let go of old paradigms, so that we can create that safe space for our future generation? So I recently am obsessed with Dr. Shifali, and she is a parenting coach, and she's also an expert in parenting, clearly, and she's also a doctor in specialized in clinical psychology. So she is also very, very spiritual, and she reminded me about something that we call forth our children so that we can learn from them. Just because they are small beings, it doesn't mean that they don't carry powerful energy and powerful presence within them. Look at a child when, a child is born, a baby, right? We will not look at the baby and say, or condemn the baby, saying that this baby is going to grow up being good for nothing. So when we look at the baby, we really have high hopes for the baby. In fact, the baby brings us so much joy, and we feel so much love for the baby. However, when the baby starts to grow up, we start to impart our knowledge, our fears, our belief systems, our expectation on the baby. As a result, we put the baby in a box. So I invite you to think about your own childhood, your own life. Are you living your parents' story? Are you living your parents' expectation? Are you living someone else's labels for you? If you are, it is time to change your own label, change your own paradigm, change your own belief system, and let go of all those dysfunctional paradigms and belief systems and expectations that weren't yours in the first place, so that you can become free to become who you truly want to be. In the Maslow's laws of hierarchy, he talks about the first, the triangle, the top need is actually self-actualization. And Carl Jung talks about this, the individuation process. All of us want to discover what we can do and who we truly are, but it was robbed away from us right at the beginning when we were children. So until and unless we become conscious, really conscious about our behavior and our thoughts, we would still impart these unconscious beliefs and unconscious patterns of pain onto the next generation. And if this is the case, then history will repeat itself. So it is time to break free from the cycle of pain. It is time to become the woman that you have always wanted to be and live beyond your wildest dreams. Because when by doing so, you stop the cycle of pain. You end generations of pain. And as a result, you can heal the world. You can change the world. Yes, you. So it is time right now for you to break free from the old paradigms, break free from the patterns of pain, and become the woman that you have always wanted to be, and live life beyond your wildest dreams. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please share it, like it, tweet it, and leave me a comment below. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. This is Elisa signing out. Goodbye!